A financial exodus of biblical proportions is unfolding in the heart of New York City. A wave of uncertainty has swept over the financial capital of the world, triggering what some are calling a mass migration of investment out of the city. The catalyst? An unprecedented multi-million-dollar penalty levied against none other than former President Donald Trump. This penalty, a rarity in the financial world, is the first of its kind in 75 years. This isn't just a slap on the wrist. It's a financial earthquake, shaking the foundations of investment in the city that never sleeps. The aftershocks are already being felt as investors, unnerved by this development, are starting to question the stability of their investments in New York. This penalty has sown seeds of uncertainty, leaving investors questioning the stability of their investments in New York. This is only the beginning, folks. The financial exodus has just begun. The investment world reacts, and it's not in New York's favor. Investors, the lifeblood of any economy, are taking a step back, assessing the landscape and making decisions that could dramatically reshape the future of New York. The unprecedented multi-million-dollar penalty imposed on former President Donald Trump has raised eyebrows and sparked concerns. Investors are questioning, is New York a safe harbor for their investments? The competitiveness of New York against other states is now under the microscope. Investors are wondering, why should they continue to pour their money into a state where legal decisions can so drastically affect their bottom line? The answer for many is that they shouldn't. The perception of risk is a powerful factor in investment decisions. The unpredictability of New York's legal system, highlighted by the penalty against Trump, has made that risk seem all the more real. While New York has always been known for its dynamism and quick pace, this legal decision has cast a shadow of uncertainty. Investors are now looking towards other states where they perceive less risk and more stability. This is not just about one penalty against one man. This is about what that penalty represents, a shift in the legal landscape that could have far-reaching implications. It's about the potential for such penalties to become a new norm, affecting not just real estate developers but all investors. It's about the politicization of the legal system, which could set a dangerous precedent. Investors are not fond of surprises. They prefer predictability, stability, and a clear set of rules. The penalty against Trump has thrown these elements into question in New York. As a result, investors are opting for safer, more predictable environments elsewhere. As investors pack their bags, New York's competitive edge seems to be losing its shine. The city that never sleeps may find itself waking up to a new reality, a reality where it is no longer the investment hub it once was. The ripple effect of this exodus could be felt across the city's economy and beyond, marking a significant shift in the financial landscape of the Big Apple. The aftershock of the ruling spreads, causing tremors in the legal and political landscape. When we look at the legal implications, it's clear that this ruling has set a precedent that's causing concern within the real estate sector. For the first time in 75 years, a former president has been hit with a multi-million-dollar penalty. This leaves real estate developers questioning their footing in New York. Could they be the next to face such a severe penalty? The uncertainty is palpable, and in an industry where stability is key, this could have far-reaching effects. Now let's shift our focus to the political side of things. The ruling was handed down by New York Attorney General Letitia James, and though it is crucial to separate the roles of politics and the legal system, critics argue this line may have blurred. The fear is that this ruling could potentially politicize the state's legal system. If decisions of this magnitude can be influenced by political motivations, what does this mean for the future of justice? Furthermore, consider the impact on New York's competitiveness. With investors perceiving less risk in other states, New York could lose its edge. And while it's too soon to predict the full effects of this shift, it's safe to say that the city's status as a leading hub for investment is under scrutiny. And let's not forget the potential for a ripple effect. If New York, a state known for its robust economy and vibrant real estate market, can impose such a hefty penalty, could other states follow suit? It's a question that's undoubtedly on the minds of investors and developers alike, not just in New York, but across the nation. This ruling, while targeting one, could be a threat to many. The consequences could extend far beyond New York's borders. So, as we delve deeper into the legal and political implications of this ruling, one thing is clear: the aftershock is far from over. A potential storm brews as Trump supporters threaten a boycott. The group known as Truckers for Trump has risen to the forefront, voicing their discontent with the multi-million-dollar penalty levied against former President Trump. They view this unprecedented action as unfair, sparking a sense of injustice that is fueling their rally cries for a boycott. The economic implications of such an action could be far-reaching for New York City. Truckers are the lifeblood of commerce, transporting goods from coast to coast. If they choose to bypass the Big Apple, the city could face disruptions across various sectors. Retail, construction, and food services, to name a few, could all feel the pinch of a trucker boycott. The potential for an economic downturn looms large on the horizon. The city, once buzzing with the constant hum of commerce, could see that energy dwindle. The rumble of truck engines could soon be replaced by the eerie silence of economic stagnation. In the face of uncertainty, fear, and potential economic downturn, where does New York stand? We've seen how the unprecedented penalty on former President Donald Trump, a multi-million-dollar fine, has sent shockwaves through the investment world. For the first time in 75 years, investors are questioning the stability of their investments in the Big Apple. This ruling has raised eyebrows, creating a cloud of uncertainty over New York's competitiveness against other states. Investors are now perceived to be less at risk elsewhere. Moreover, the legal and political implications have been significant, with critics fearing a dangerous precedent for other real estate developers and a potential politicization of the state's legal system. The Truckers for Trump, seeing this penalty as unfair, threaten a boycott that could disrupt various sectors and lead to an economic downturn. The future of New York hangs in the balance as it navigates these turbulent financial waters.